Zach, the episode's late.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's late.
Whoops.
Oops.
Oh, well. What are we going to do?
Do the episode?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Hello and welcome to Oldie but a Goodie, episode number 47. It is the end of November.
That's more than two.
That's right. It's the end of November. We've got like 6 episodes left before the year's done.
Yep.
The show is we look at every film that came out this week back in 1994. The films that are turning 25 years old as of release.
If you haven't got the idea of the podcast yet,
yes,
go look at the other 46 and figure it out.
Sure. Not all of them are good. A lot of them are okay.
But if they watch or listen to all of them, we get better user interact.
That's right.
We want that, Sandro.
We get closer and closer to finally getting our HelloFresh
sponsorship. Boom. That's the goal. Anyway.
This week we're talking about Schwarzenegger and DeVito, but whoops, one of them is pregnant. It's Junior. And we're joined by guest Nick Kirkby.
G'day, everyone.
How's it going?
I'm going very well, thank you.
Yeah.
What a movie you chose to join us on.
I'm very glad I got a Schwarzenegger. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, anything with Arnold Schwarzenegger is a good time. Good time.
It is a bit of fun.
Initial thoughts, just from you. I'm curious.
It was a wild ride, not gonna lie.
Yep. That it was.
Yeah. Now you had seen this before, right?
I had a long time ago, like maybe 10 years ago, I had seen it. So it was almost like completely fresh. And so I didn't know what I was getting into besides the cover, which is obviously Arnie, who's pregnant.
Yes.
And Danny DeVito, he's good pal. It started off badly, I'm not going to lie. But then I was pleasantly surprised by the end. I was like, this has grown on me. It hasn't gotten worse.
Yeah.
But,
interesting.
Yeah, no, I've seen things about this. Possibly memes, I'm not sure. There's somewhere where I've seen stuff from this.
Yeah.
Probably because of the existence of Arnold being pregnant.
Yeah. That in
Spoiler.
itself is like...
Such a meme, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've probably seen something like that, but I've never seen the movie before. So I was very excited to see this one in particular as a very good choice, this one, I think.
Yeah, and your first impressions were quite positive as well.
Yes. Positive in the fact that I thoroughly enjoyed this film. Negative in the fact that I don't know if this film was good.
That's fair. Yeah,
That's how I feel about it too.
I'm in that same boat as well.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. Don't know if it was good.
Yeah, literally.
I think the concept on page is funny enough.
Yes.
And they play it kind of straight, which I don't know if I love or don't.
Yeah, that's a
Kind
good
of
point.
straight,
Like,
though.
yeah, like they're walking the line.
Yeah, they walk the line because
But-
they get the funny people. They get the funny DeVito.
Yeah.
They get the Arnold. They get these funny people in, and then they
And
just
Emma
walk-
Thompson. Oh,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
great
Yeah.
as in her
Yeah,
role.
great as the klutzy
Like the-
woman,
Yeah.
the klutzy person that has become a stereotype in later movies on just the clumsy
I
person.
said that while I was watching
Yes,
it. I was
yeah.
like,
really?
it feels like it's the start of this stereotype that was like later put on. Like Anne Hathaway has definitely done it a couple times. This sort of
you're
role.
right. I mean,
clumsy.
just that classic meme where the scene starts with them taking the lobster claw out of the other table's dinner,
Yeah.
and then it
Yes.
swivels around. It's like, oh, Emma Thompson's like, oh, thank you for that, waiter. I'm just like, oh
Wait,
god,
how did that get there?
exactly.
No idea. Anyway, before we kick off, should say we're going to spoil the whole movie. If you haven't seen it, just stop listening now if you do want to not know what happens. But
We already spoiled the lobster.
The lobster claw, that was an
Lobster
essential
claw.
plot
Yeah,
point.
yeah, so it's already over.
Everything hinged around that.
but before we jump into all of that stuff, Nick, you're here because you're an Arnie fan. You're here because you wanted to be here.
Yeah.
But you're also here because you wanted to plug a show that you're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna shamelessly plug my show that's,
Do it.
that's on this
Absolutely.
week.
Go for it.
So I'm part of a show called Her Hour Upon the Stage, written by Lucy Seal.
Friend of the show. even
Friend of
though
the
she
show.
hasn't been
Yep.
on it and only heard the first couple episodes.
Nice.
And probably this one.
Probably this one. Yeah,
Probably.
Hopefully
It would
this
make
one.
sense.
I
Yeah.
mean, So she's written a show called Her Arab on the Stage. It's opening this week on the 27th, running to the 30th. So it's all the words Shakespeare left unsaid in his Macbeth.
Ah, yes.
Yes. So
lots of those.
there's at least 4 words that were left unsaid.
That's more than one.
All of them expletives, weirdly.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa, bizarre.
But yeah, so it's a feminist adaptation, so it explores how Lady Macbeth's interpretation of the play, almost, and the 3 witches, who are now non-binary characters, raise the dead, pretty much, and take us through an exploration of the play's themes and ideas, and kind of, it calls into question the masculine roles of that day, and and definitely challenges the patriarchal ideas of Shakespeare's day. But so it's really absolutely good.
And you're playing Macbeth as well.
I'm playing
Whoa,
Macbeth.
look at you.
Oh, I'm a bit of a villain in this one. They said,
Wait, what?
I know.
Macbeth's a villain?
I know, it's not like
my god.
spoilers to those who have not seen or read Macbeth. It's not like I killed the king or anything.
Wait a minute, do you kill the... What?
What? No, Scar killed the king, right?
Yeah, it was Scar.
Yeah,
Scar. I remember Scar from my favourite Shakespearean play.
Oh my god.
I will say the witches are my favourite characters from that story.
Oh, then you'll love this. They are
yeah.
absolutely brought to life. They're given names. They don't have names in the original play.
That's an improvement.
That's
like
we're making headway.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just such.
And one of the witches is played by Liv Bell, right?
Liv Bell,
who
one of the
I
Mudcrabs.
did a sketch series with based on Shrek and Donkey.
Oh god, that was so great.
So she's fantastic and will be good in this.
Nice.
Definitely,
Absolutely.
awesome. So when and where can people see it?
Yeah, so it's playing at the Butterfly Club this week. So you can grab tickets online through the Facebook link or through the Butterfly Club website. And so it's 7 p.m. each night from the 27th to the 30th. So that's Wednesday to Saturday.
27th to the 30th.
Yeah.
Sweet. So you'll be hearing this just in time. Get your tickets and show up and have a fun time if you're in Melbourne. If you're not, it'll come to New York.
Yeah,
Probably.
that's where we're going next.
Yeah.
West End. No, that's not New York. Broadway.
Yeah.
Got there.
It's close enough.
The term off-Broadway refers to any play that's not on Broadway, right?
So
technically...
this is off Broadway.
Yeah.
This is off. A few boat and plane rides later, Broadway.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, well, let's jump into Junior then.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I picked it out of 3 choices. The other 2 choices were The Page Master.
Yep.
Macaulay Culkin, he's a kid. He goes into a fantasy world and he has a sword, and the sword might be animated. Whoa. And everything around him is animated, but he's real.
I totally remember that.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it, but I remember seeing like the video around and stuff.
Never heard of it. Never seen it.
No?
Never. No. It doesn't ring a bell for me.
Swear, somewhere in the depths of my childhood, I've seen that movie.
Probably.
Right in the depths. Deep
down.
And the other option was A Low Down Dirty Shame, which is action comedy. Yeah, it's a great title. An action comedy about a private eye. And he's like, I'm a private eye. Hi, it's comedy. And it doesn't have a Rotten Tomatoes score. But one of our listeners said it's not terrible.
So there we go.
What are we still doing here? Let's go watch that.
Yeah, that clearly the superior choice.
But yeah, so Junior, it was released November 23rd in '94. It's directed by Ivan Reitman. He did the first Ghostbusters.
Ah, yeah.
Yep.
And Kindergarten Cop.
And Kindergarten Cop. Yeah, he did that. And Twins. Both Schwarzenegger films with DeVito also in Twins.
Yep.
He's also a producer on Beethoven, the Beethoven franchise.
Oh, great.
Which I think we mentioned last week.
Yeah, I think we did for a little bit.
Can't remember why. I think one of the actors was in it.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
But yeah. And another one that we've been talking about recently as well, he was a producer on Space Jam. So that's fun.
Space Jam, it's here, it's coming. You can feel it in the references of the people we talk about. It's coming.
Yes, 1996. Will we do that next year?
No.
I don't know. People have been asking, what are we doing next year? We don't know.
What a great question for the viewers to ask us that we should answer with our own question.
Yes.
What do you want us to do next year?
We'll figure it out.
No.
Before the end of the year. Val, you'll figure it out.
For us.
And that's why we're setting up a Patreon. You don't pay anything. You pay us with your ideas as to what we can do next year.
Hell yeah.
It's the only currency I need.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind. Look, I love ideas. Ideas are great.
Yeah, you just
Ideas to buy the coffee.
you don't go to the supermarket and say, "Oh, here's an idea for you."
Yeah. Hey, look,
And you
I
walk
wrote
out with
this,
your groceries.
I wrote this script for a 7-part series on the Shrek skits.
It's a bunch of scripts.
Here, enjoy. I'll take this muesli bar.
They're like, "No, stop!" You just keep going.
And then you go, and it's a free muesli bar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, the cast. We got Arnold Schwarzenegger is Dr. Alexander Hesse.
I'll
Yes.
be back.
Second time we've seen him this year after True Lies.
Yep.
It's good to see him again.
True Lies, what a film.
And there is a whole thing at the start where he's like the super serious scientist guy. But after the first act or whatever, he just loses that completely and just becomes Arnold Schwarzenegger as this
pretty
random
much.
dude. Which I thought was interesting. That character. I know it's the whole idea that he's just going through a weird phase because of the whole pregnancy thing, but it's never addressed.
No.
I mean, they do say he looks glowing later on, but it's never addressed that his whole character has changed after this.
Yeah. We got Danny DeVito as Dr. Larry Arbogast. Love that last name.
What a name.
The second time we've seen him in 94 as well. He was in Renaissance Man, which we really enjoyed. It was surprisingly good.
It was good.
Another Shakespearean one as well. There was a lot of Shakespeare in that.
Yeah, lots of Shakespearean.
Actually, I think it was Macbeth, was it?
Yeah,
Macbeth or
they were
Hamlet that
doing
they were
Macbeth.
learning. Yeah.
They were doing Macbeth.
We've also got Emma Thompson as Dr. Diana Redden. At this point, she had already won the Best Actress at the Academy Awards in 92 for a film called Howard's End, and nominated for both Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress in 93. For two other films that she did then as well. So she, it's early on in her film career, but she was already taken all the awards.
Absolutely.
What has she been in?
Everything.
Yeah, no, that's why I remember her, but I can't pinpoint her on one thing.
Harry Potter. I can't remember who she plays in Harry Potter, but she's in
she
them.
plays
The professor, the divination
divination lady. Yeah.
Trelawney?
Trelawney.
Mr.
Yeah, I
Trelawney?
think it's Trelawney.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
think that's
no,
right.
it's Trelawney.
Yeah.
He's right.
I didn't even know that I knew that was Emma Thompson.
Yeah. Nice.
Emma Thompson, all the way.
And
Nice.
finally, we've got Frank Langella as Dr. Noah Baines. He's been Nixon. He's been Dracula.
He's the villain, right?
He's the villain in
He's the guy who's like the
everything.
villain in everything.
Yeah,
isn't
He was like the villain in everything back then. He's great. I love him.
Most
awesome.
recently, he was in the TV show The Americans, which I've always been meaning to watch. It's about Russian spies in America during the Cold War.
Oh, that's cool.
I've been meaning to watch it for years, but haven't gotten around to it. But most recently, he was in Jim Carrey's show Kidding, which I also haven't seen, but I've heard very sad things about it. I've heard it's very sad. But yeah, he's in that. So.
Well, there you go.
Here we go.
Fair enough.
It's got 36% on Rotten Tomatoes, a B+ on Cinema Score, which is pretty good, but a user rating of 4.6 out of 10 on IMDb.
That's
So a pretty mixed reception all round. The critics were pretty mixed on it as well. A lot gave it very negative reviews, but some powerful critics like Roger Ebert
he
gave it like 3.5 out of 4.
Yeah, he did.
Probably found it pretty funny.
So, yeah.
He's just like, this tickles my fancy.
He loved Arnie's performances. I was reading.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It got a bunch of award nominations as well. Patti Smith made an original song for the film called Look What Love Has Done. That got an nomination at the Oscars for Best Original Song, but lost out to Can You Feel the Love Tonight? I mean, obviously one.
Can you feel the love?
The rest of the show is us just singing that
Yeah.
song.
Hell yeah.
And Schwarzenegger and
That'd be a
Thompson.
great show.
Yeah, exactly. Schwarzenegger and Thompson also got Golden Globe nominations in the Best Actor and Best Actress in the musical or comedy categories. But the winners of those was Hugh Grant for 4 Weddings and a Funeral, which we
fair enough.
famously haven't seen.
Yes.
You haven't seen that?
Well, yeah, we famously looked at it and went, no.
Oh, it's classic. It's,
I've heard,
it's very good.
Yeah.
Since then, we've learned that it is a classic and like
Yeah.
one of
Oh,
the
yeah,
top
no,
3
I knew
most
it was a
profitable films of the
classic.
year.
Top 3,
I just
wow.
avoided it because it sounded garbage.
No, it's really well done.
Okay,
It's
We've
really
got a
good.
pretty tight Christmas schedule, but who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? The winner
Imagine
of...
if Arnold had won Best Actor
For this?
For this.
Well, that's funny because Jamie Lee Curtis won Best Actress for True Lies.
Oh, there
So
you
he
go.
could have.
Yeah.
Oh, fair. Yeah, she
Yeah.
did quite well in that one. Yeah.
So yeah, there we go. It cost them $60 million to make this.
60 million.
which is a lot for a comedy.
How? What do they
Visual
spend it on?
effects.
Is it the baby's face?
Yeah, the baby's face.
Oh, we'll get to that.
Oh, can't wait,
my
can't
God.
wait.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the special effects. That belly, it costs millions.
That belly cost 50
They
million.
had to get an actual baby and impregnate.
That's where all the money went. They actually impregnated Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's why he got the Golden Globe nom.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know this, but, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Daniel Day-Lewis, Jared Leto, all famous for just really getting in their role.
Yeah. They're method actors.
They're all method
They
actors.
have to get the baby in there. Get it up in there. Otherwise, they're just not going to do it.
Way up in there.
But yeah, it cost $60 million. What do you think it made worldwide box office?
108
Sounds like you looked it up.
Mil. Okay. Sounds like he looked it up. I'm going to guess. What was it again?
It was 800.
I'm going to go 108 mil.
You're both wrong. 108.4 million.
No! You let me down. No!
Sorry.
But yeah, look, it did pretty well.
Someone did their homework.
I
Carl.
did no such thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay, maybe I did.
So it opened 2 weeks after. 2 weeks after Santa Claus, which did really well, and then this
Yep.
box office is picking
It
up.
made a good 40 mil.
Let's get into Junior. What do you think of the font? We always start off with the font.
Yes.
The font.
The
The
font.
font.
Because it's quite cursive,
it's
bold.
like a cursive,
Ooh, I
fancy
can't remember the
sort of
font.
font.
I'll bring it
Fancier
up.
than I expected.
Yes.
Now you're gonna have to
No,
look
I
at the
gotta
font.
look at the font. I gotta
You
really.
did so much research and it all fails you now.
I wasn't comparing fonts.
Yeah.
That was my mistake.
The main difference is though when you first see it, the O in Junior is quite small. It's quite slim.
Yes.
And then it expands.
Yes. Like a baby.
Yes.
Growing in the womb.
Oh, when
and
the movie
stomach
starts.
is
Yeah.
expanding.
Yeah.
What a joke.
That's pretty good. I liked it.
But yes, good
I was
font.
a fan.
You were a fan of the font?
I like the font.
I thought it was a good, nice cursive font. What do you think of the font?
I mean, I'm getting strong Garamond vibes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No, that's
So
very
that
fair.
it's doing
not
things
that-
to me. It feels good.
Yeah.
But the movie itself, it opens up in a library.
Yes.
With the tree.
Yes. Shrek 3 stole this opening scene from Junior. I'd just like to say, shots fired at Shrek for copying Junior.
Shame. Real shame.
Shame on Shrek for stealing this iconic scene from Junior.
Just perfected, really. It was just in a. It was
Where
just.
Arnold
Yeah.
is by himself in a library, looking at a few books.
Yeah, it's just
because he's a
just
nerdy
reading.
scientist
Yeah.
boy. Then he gets interrupted
Yeah.
by some babies screaming up a storm.
That's exactly the sound.
Yeah, and he goes investigating, and it's like, yeah, that's a baby.
Mm.
Anybody around? Help me with this baby.
But no one's around. Oh my god.
It's like, oh my god, someone help me with this baby.
It does actually.
Stop crying, baby. Well, he doesn't say that.
Then the baby pees itself. I just
Yes.
wanted to make
And
sure
he's
that's
like,
clear.
Yeah.
It does.
He's like,
Oh no! Oh no!
baby. And then he starts running away with the baby, and then he turns around the corner, and there's rows of seats with babies. And he's like,
entire library.
and then he wakes up.
Yeah, it was a dream. Look, I personally think this opening, it's unfair. It sets the bar high, and it only reaches that point again in the other dream sequence.
I disagree. It sets the bar high and only gets higher.
It gets higher.
Yeah.
Oh, when I saw that opening sequence, I almost turned it off. I was like, I know I have to watch it, but this is a bit much.
Yeah.
I was a bit unsure at first, but then I saw it was a dream sequence, and I was like, now we're in. We're good.
It's one of the most opening sequences I think we've done on the podcast.
It got me into this movie.
Oh wow!
I was in there.
So he is a scientist at a college science lab working on a fertility drug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called again? I can't quite remember.
It's only a key plot point throughout the entire movie. Of course, we would remember
It's something
the
like-
name that allows for this entire movie to take place.
Expectane. That's
Yeah,
it.
Expectane. That's
Knew it
what
was
I was
Expectane.
going to end my sentence
Yeah.
with. Expectane.
Expectane.
Is the drug that they are taking, which we remembered.
Just now, without looking at a phone.
Without looking at it.
Yeah.
And we have him going to the lab. He his character he is a boring, cold-hearted scientist that no one really likes. It's not so much he's a mean or a bad person. It's just he's not very friendly.
He's a bore. He's
a bit of a boring person.
Yeah.
He's a scientist, bit cold, doesn't like other people.
Gets along with monkeys though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loves
The monkey actors in this film are phenomenal.
Solid
by the way.
monkeys.
I'm surprised they didn't get a Golden Globe nomination.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. The baby definitely looked much different from the monkey's mum. I had a few criticisms of that.
Oh, really?
We haven't got to the monkey baby yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Sorry.
Yeah, but he
Don't
played it very straight at the beginning.
Yeah. He played it very straight, and then it was like, oh, I'm getting pregnant. Guess I'm not straight anymore. No, we're just going full out Arnold comedy.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool.
I think he throws himself into his performances.
Yeah.
All the way in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if he does it as much as he does in Twins and Kindergarten Cop. Maybe because he's acting alongside other larger than life characters in those films.
I definitely have to say a lot of the reviews were Twins is just better, and you should go see Twins.
Yeah.
It's a good film.
Twins
Yeah.
is better.
Yeah.
It's a good lovely Twins.
It is a better. Is Kindergarten Cop better though? I don't know.
I reckon.
It's tough for us.
I put Kindergarten Cop
It's
ahead
a
of this.
classic.
Kindergarten
It
Cop's
is a
quite good.
classic. Yeah.
Just for the scene where he goes, quiet!
Yeah.
And then all the kids are crying.
Quiet.
Yeah, that's it. And then him militarizing the kindergarten class.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's classic.
was
Good time.
film.
Good time. That film's great.
Would be good to go back to that one. Yeah.
Let's review Kindergarten Cop
Yeah,
now.
let's the font was
Just start again.
yeah. But Danny DeVito, he works at a facility center as well. He's a doctor. He doesn't work on the campus, but he's involved quite heavily with that.
He's partnered with the university and Arnold Schwarzenegger to produce this drug for his clients and stuff like that.
At some point, he says, "I put $300,000 into this."
Yeah, so he's
like,
got
he's
money on
quite-
the line. He
Yeah.
needs it to
Yeah.
succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's an important day. They have to go and see. Is it the FDA?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
FDA.
the FDA.
Hey, they were right.
You're
It's an
right.
important
Spot on.
day.
Good
You're
on
going
you.
to see the FDA.
Oh, you're a rapper.
And,
Now, good
and I
one.
didn't even know it.
Ooh.
And there's a good line from Arnie there, which is like, "Are you nervous about the FDA meeting?" Like, "Nerves are for those who are unprepared."
Yeah. No, it was like, good luck. That was the one.
Oh, was it
was
like, good luck?
Yeah. She was like, good luck. And it's like, luck is for those who are unprepared.
That was good. Oh, that was very
And he was prepared for that meeting.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was the best signs of the movie. Was in that one scene.
Yeah. Well, it was the only
It's
science.
the only signs of the
You
movie.
see, for some reason, they didn't really want to touch on the science very much.
No.
For some reason,
I can't imagine why.
I don't understand why.
Something
it
about the
seems like-
premise.
Yeah. It seemed like a very scientifically approached
What is
film where they.
What is it?
Oh, the monkeys aren't.
The monkeys,
The
yeah.
monkeys.
That's
They wouldn't.
unrealistic.
They wouldn't survive.
Monkeys don't exist.
No.
They wouldn't have given a monkey a banana with a bow on it. They would have
No.
taken it off. They could choke on the bow.
Very unscientific.
You know what?
Sorry.
I was actually thinking that
Yes.
when they handed I'm like, what? That's so mean.
Yeah,
Take the
yeah.
boa for the monkey.
Yeah. The monkey's gonna, I don't know, shove it in another monkey's eyeball or something. Just like.
And it does, and this film took a very violent turn. It's just monkey violence
The rest of the
for
movie's
no
just-
reason.
I think you
Monkeys
watched the
doing
director's
drive-bys.
cut.
Yeah. So they go to the FDA meeting, and the people are like, yeah, probably not, eh?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
they go through the meeting. It seems to go well, but then in the end, they
Yeah.
don't get approved for the.
Because they want to start human testing as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is their big thing. They want approval to do it on human trials, you know, because they've only done it on monkeys so far, but it's had great effects on the monkeys.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
they want to try it on humans, but they don't get approved.
No.
So they head back to the lab, head back home.
Yeah.
And then, Arnold's his lab equipment and his testing stuff are kicked out of the university. The university's guys like, yep, you didn't get approved.
Nope.
You're out.
You're outta here.
Kicked
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, Bane's like, I love that his name's Bane as well.
Yes.
Million doctor the die.
But he's like, no, I'm giving the lab to Emma Thompson now. How about that? What do you think? And then she slides in on a crate for some reason.
That was so random.
Yeah, no. That was so like, oh my god.
Yeah. Like,
I
it
don't
establishes
think-
her character well, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it does
I
it.
think so.
Yeah. I don't know if I like the whole like just super clumsy.
Oh,
It
it
seems
is so
thrown in
clumsy.
for the comedy
Yeah.
aspect of it.
I thought it was
It's-
pretty fun, but it felt like she was in a different movie.
Yes.
Whenever
Yeah.
she was
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah, exactly. It's like a thrown in bit of slapstick comedy that they've just put in this movie for no reason.
Yeah.
And it felt a little bit jarring to me,
Yeah.
but she's pretty good. I like her in this film.
Yeah, she's great. Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
she slides across on this like it's this cooling container with wheels and stuff that has
the eggs.
the
All their eggs are in it.
embryos, the eggs, because she's doing a separate experiment on cryogenically freezing embryos to
Yes.
try and save them for later.
Yep.
I wonder if in the 90s, would that have been science
90s.
back then? Would like that have been done? Or would that have been...
True, I'm not
Yeah,
sure
you know what I mean?
actually.
Because like we take it for granted now that exists.
Yeah, yeah.
Would that have...
Probably something like that, otherwise they wouldn't have had the idea or something like that.
yeah.
So,
It was
yeah.
probably, yeah. Although
might-
it is a big plot device, so maybe they did just make it up and then scientists were like, hey, that's a good idea.
Oh man, why didn't we think of that?
Yeah.
Why did we get it from Junior?
Yeah.
Of
Let's
all
go
films.
impregnate men. No, I meant,
Yeah.
I meant the egg thing.
Oh, that's
the-
what you meant, yeah.
The cryogenically frozen eggs.
No.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
Ugh. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not
Something
not
to
sure.
think about. I
Yeah,
guess.
so-
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
she takes over the lab.
she takes over the lab, but she allows them to.
Yeah, she
to-
kind.
She kind.
Yeah.
She nice. She protects.
She
attacks.
But most importantly,
She'll have the scientist back.
What an old wow!
Yeah.
I almost forgot that was a thing, and now it's back,
Yeah.
and now I'm quite frankly upset. Anyway,
So
you're getting all the old memes.
yeah.
yeah.
Outdated memes only on the Oldie but a Goodie
Yes.
podcast.
So Danny DeVito was like, Arnie, you're upset. Don't be upset. What if we impregnated you?
Yes.
And Arnie's like,
No.
no, but
Yes.
yes.
As we get a scene of him telling DeVito no, and DeVito just goes on. He like nags him and like convinces him like Arnold's like, you're just trying to manipulate me.
Yeah.
And DeVito's like, yeah, but who cares? Just do it.
So what DeVito does is he goes into Thompson's lab. He steals one of her eggs named Junior.
Yes, it's labeled Junior.
Junior.
Wow, what an interesting.
Will that be
name
important
that is-
later?
No, I
No,
don't think.
no,
I
definitely
can't.
not.
I can't think of a single reason the word Junior in the movie Junior would be
me neither.
important for later on.
No. Oh, the monkey's kid was called Junior.
That's it, that's it.
Yeah,
That's
you're right.
That's
You're
where
right.
it comes back.
It's actually a monkey embryo.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
I
what
was
a twist.
actually suspecting that might have been a twist. That he
Really?
Just, yeah, that he.
Oh yeah, actually, I don't cross
Like
my
I
mind.
sort of, I thought it could have been one of the twists because there was monkeys there, and she could have been experimenting with monkeys, and
Yeah. The monkeys were just kind of there. Like,
yeah, they were just kind of there.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was-
yeah.
It seemed like a shotgun on the mantelpiece, as you were. That
Yeah.
was,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Although was pregnant, and then we saw a baby later, so it did come to fruition. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I really like the moment where Arnie gives birth. He's holding the baby, and it is a monkey.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You finally really did it, you maniacs! You gave me a monkey." I don't know.
Or like, it's our planet.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
What? No.
Jurassic
What
Park.
page are you on?
It's a different movie.
I forgot about this.
Not good.
I wrote down a quote when they are fertilizing the egg.
Oh really?
DeVito was like, "Ah, yes, strong swimmers, big load, way to go."
It's what every man wants to hear.
Yes. Yeah, it's one of those things that like
just
a
like-
doctor would say.
Yeah.
It's very good. That's a very good.
Get that on a
line.
t-shirt.
Oh, yeah. We should probably mention that throughout the whole opening, Danny DeVito's ex-wife got pregnant.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
By Aerosmith or something.
By Aerosmith,
What?
apparently.
But not Aerosmith, because it's actually just someone who works for Aerosmith.
Yeah, their personal
Yeah.
trainer.
Yeah.
That's right. Their personal
Aerosmith.
trainer. Not even their roadie or something.
No,
Like,
yeah.
just
their
their personal trainer.
who travels with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny DeVito has an ex-wife. I'm sure it will come back at the very end of the film and no one will care.
That was a storyline that I was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they didn't
it's
really. It did serve its purpose in the end,
It
but
did.
we won't get.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
It was a dumb plot line that took away. Like, we cared more about Arnold having a baby than this random woman.
She was really good in the film.
I mean,
Like,
she's
she was a good.
She's a
she
great
was
actor.
good.
Yeah.
I just feel like we should have had more focus on the fact that Arnold is a man who is pregnant rather than Danny DeVito's ex-wife.
I wasn't buying Danny DeVito in this film. Like,
What do you mean?
I don't know. There was something off about his performance, and I was just like, oh, you're having an off day.
Maybe, yeah, he is quite.
Yeah, he's not quite as, like, DeVito-y as he could be.
Maybe.
Yeah, I see that.
He's quite like New Yorkery, but not. Yeah.
Danny DeVito, New Yorker.
He's
just a
usually
regular
more
old
like,
Joe.
I guess like manic is probably a word that you would use
Yeah,
to
yeah,
describe
yeah.
him in some stuff, especially
He's a bit
like
more
Batman.
boisterous. Like when he's
Always Sunny.
running in to get his wife, who is Arnold, at the center. That's very Danny DeVito-y, where he's waving his arms about.
Yeah.
He was
Where
good.
is
there.
he?
He
Where
was
is
very
he?
good.
And it's like it's like, is she? Where's my wife? Yeah. So that was very Danny DeVito. But the rest of the film, he's not quite as Danny DeVito-y. He's just like a good character sort of thing. Yeah, I see that. I very much see that. You're right.
Yeah. But Arnie takes the drug thing. He gets injected. He's now pregnant. He has a dream though.
This is the best part of the film.
Second dream sequence.
This was incredible. This
my
was
God.
amazing.
Those are not two words I'd describe this scene with.
This is the scene of '94.
Yes. So, he's in a hospital bed.
Yeah.
Oh god.
There's balloons around. They're like, congratulations or whatever. He's like waking up in this hospital. He looks around. There's a nurse holding a baby to her shoulder or whatever. And we can't see the baby very well. And she's coming over and he's like, oh my god, is this my baby? Or something like that. You know, he's having his weird dream. And she places his baby in his arms and he looks down to gaze upon his child. And what we see is the most horrifying shot of Arnold Schwarzenegger's face chopped onto this baby's face. And it's going, Mama! 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 You got to take me to the chopper, Mama! Got to get back to the chopper.
That is going to be the ugliest scene I've ever
It was
seen.
It
It was terrifying. It was the thing of Arnold's nightmare.
It was the thing.
to
It
life.
was the
Actually, though.
thing
Yes.
from the movie The Thing.
Yes. No, it was literally...
It would not have been out of place in the thing.
That honestly, yes, you're right.
Yeah, that
Good
was.
lord.
Oh wow, that scene.
Horrifying.
I cracked up so hard I had to pause it because I couldn't hear the dialogue when he woke up.
Yeah. Good lord. What a scene.
Ridiculous.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's-
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I mean, the scene after this is
So
kind
I
of
rate
funny
this
as well.
movie again.
Because, like, a short while after this, it jumps forward 4 weeks, and we get a scene where Arnie's at work talking about how his nipples are sensitive.
Yes! That wasn't bad. That
It was a good scene. It was great because it's
then the
like,
co-workers come and they're
and
like,
it's like-
"Oh, you're a cyclist, is that way?" And it's like, "Oh no,
Yeah.
you've been." And then the other one.
oh,
is-
well, you see, I'm a surfer, and it's sort of chafes, and
Yeah,
nipples. I get the
yeah.
sort of like powder or cream
Yeah,
or
that's
whatever.
it.
It's like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
And then they make fun of the woman who comes up and is like, "Oh, it's because you're not using biodegradable soap."
That's it.
And they make a joke about that, which is so funny because
Yes.
the 90s.
Nice.
Oh, 90s.
Then we jump forward another week, and it's just like a montage of him in bed crying, watching.
Yes. Oh, yes. Why Danny DeVito's
yeah.
checking out, making sure, the embryo's doing all right. He's doing tests.
Yeah,
so
doing tests.
Arnie's getting these mood swings.
Yep.
He's getting this hormonal imbalance.
Oh.
He's getting cramps. He's getting these cravings. Almost as if he is a pregnant lady
He's
But
like,
he
I
is
want to
a
go to a
man.
dance, but I have nothing to wear.
Yeah, like
Yes.
it plays
Oh,
on like
yeah.
all
So-
the pregnant stereotypes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
no,
a
no,
bit
no.
like,
Not pregnant stereotypes, like women stereotypes.
yeah, which
Yeah.
is that hadn't dated well. I thought.
No, not that. Well, but it is Arnie.
Yeah, it is Arnie.
By the end of the film, with Arnie at like the women's center,
Yeah.
I forgive
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I still find it funny because it's like Arnold. Because later on we see him talking with pregnant people, and of course they don't think he's pregnant.
Yeah.
But he's relating to their pregnant, and he's like, "Yeah, same." And they're like, "What?" And she's like, "So what was that all about?" And he's like, I'm getting sympathy pangs or whatever."
You must be so sympathetic.
Yeah.
I haven't only known you for a couple hours.
Yeah. It's silly like that.
That's pretty silly. He's looking radiant as well. We get
Yeah,
that
the
line
radiant.
here.
Yes. So they go off to
The ball, charity ball. Was
Yeah,
it?
charity
charity
ball.
ball. Yes. So Danny
DeVito
DeVito
is-
can chat up these investors.
Yes.
About this new fancy drug.
And Bane is there as
no.
well, and is like, I've heard that you're doing human testing, but I'm not sure what's going on. And also, Arnie looks okay. I'm just
He
gonna-
looks radiant.
yeah. I'm just gonna hang in the shadows
Oh, that's weird.
for a bit. But yeah,
And Arnie's like he's having a great time. He's feasting on hors d'oeuvres. He's
Oh, true.
This is the point where they go like, "Huh, Arnold seems different," and then don't address it for the rest of the film.
And then he starts chatting up Emma Thompson, just like
Yeah.
he's a total hornbag.
Hey, well, he's full of hormones at the
Yeah.
moment. You know? He's just full of these hormonal imbalances, and he's like, "Hey, lady, want a bag?" And she.
Almost though, it's almost that on the
Well,
nose.
they do later. It's like, "Yep, time to bang." now."
That's literally how it's going. It's like, well, I mean, if we're gonna have a
relationship-
baby, we have to have sex.
that was a line.
And then they do the dance sequence.
Oh, when
and
her foot, like her
her shoe flies off.
Ah,
And just classic
God.
Emma Thompson
Yeah.
gags.
Yeah, because she's got toilet paper stuck on it or something, and she's
That's
trying
right,
to
she's trying to
shake
flick
it
it
off,
off
and
and-
it flicks the shoe, and
Although-
it lands in the food.
I did like the scene where she shows up for the first time at the ball and just slams like a plate out of some guy's hand. It's like, I'm here. What did I miss? I thought that was
She
good.
does it so
Yeah.
well.
yeah.
Let's full credit where
It is
credit's due.
funny.
She does her role absolutely magnificently. The whole time
Yeah.
I'm like, I just enjoy it whenever
Yeah.
she's on scene doing her bit.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, no, she was great.
And then they have a moment where he puts the shoe on, and it's like Prince Charming, and then Danny DeVito's like, "All right, Prince Charming, let's go."
Yeah.
Danny
He's like,
DeVito's having none of this. crap.
let's go. The experiment's over.
Yeah.
And Arnie's like, I want to keep it.
Bane's onto us? Is that like
Yeah.
that kind of
Yeah,
what's under
Bane's
there?
onto us.
Bane's onto
And then
us?
Arnold said something that makes Danny DeVito go, "Nope, we're finished. Tonight.
Yeah.
We're stopping it tonight."
Oh,
Yeah,
like he's
what it
starting to
is.
grow attached to the baby.
So
Yeah,
go
yeah.
home. You're not
Oh
taking it
yeah,
anymore.
like it's like Arnold's names the child Junior or whatever.
Oh yeah, he does call
And-
it Junior at this point.
Yeah, so
Accidentally.
Arnold, yeah, just decides out of blue for no reason whatsoever. Junior would be a great name.
Because he doesn't know if it's a
'Cause
boy
he doesn't
or a
know
girl.
if it's a boy or a girl.
Because is Junior a gender neutral name?
Yeah, well, Junior's like an
so.
age. Do you know anyone named Junior?
I don't know, like nicknames.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Probably.
nickname.
But not-
yeah,
but not an actual
but like
name,
actual
no.
name.
As in
name
short
Junior.
for Junior Ramos. Yeah.
Yes.
Juniorana
Ah.
Maximus,
The
Junior
classic
Ramos Maximus.
Roman.
The classic
Yes.
Roman name that
Roman
I have
Emperor.
many friends named
Yes.
Junior Ramos Maximus.
No, I know no one named. I've never heard it as a name
No,
before.
No. So 10 weeks later, this really annoyed me for some reason. I'm probably the only one who noticed it. But 10 weeks later, it's Arnie's birthday. And everyone at his work is like, happy birthday to you. They sing the song. I don't want to do it all in case we get sued.
Yep.
They sing the song, but someone is harmonizing. Someone who's singing it to him at his work is harmonizing with everyone else.
Really?
To make it sound, I guess, like a proper song. And I was
Yeah.
like, that wouldn't happen. What is going on?
I've done similar things at parties, but mostly because you get bored of Happy Birthday.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, and sometimes you want to mix it up. Like every time I actually sing Happy Birthday, I say, "I'm sorry for embarrassing you." Happy birthday to you. I'm sorry for embarrassing you.
Oh yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
And then why was he born so beautiful? And then you just launch into the
Why
full
was
Australian
he
anthem.
Yeah. Oh wait, that definitely didn't happen.
Yes.
At my
That was great.
I,
that was very
I
funny.
sang it like that at your birthday party. You probably didn't notice.
I
no
didn't
one,
notice.
no one does notice because everybody else is singing at the time.
Yeah, true.
That's what I do.
Life hack.
But yeah,
Just sing quieter.
there's something about like Hollywood from the 80s onwards. Not so much now. Now it's more on TV. But when people are singing, it's got to be perfect and it's got to sound good and it's got to be auto-tuned and there's got to be harmonies. And I hate it. I hate it so much. It's so annoying.
Yep.
Just bring on actual opera singers whenever you do a
Yeah,
scene.
exactly.
That's the
Or
clear solution.
do Les Mis. Sure, you'll get Russell Crowe, but you'll also get great singers on top of that.
It's endearing when their
Yeah, I
singing's a
didn't
little
mind
bit bad on TV.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
it's-
I agree. I do agree.
But honestly, Nick, do you care about this in this film?
The singing.
Yes.
Um,
This specific scene of singing.
it was my chief concern, actually.
Oh, really?
I went
Okay.
away thinking, wow.
I guess I'm just the only one
The
who
auto-tune,
doesn't give a single crap.
I don't
about
know
the scene.
if you actually read Roger Ebert's review, but the reason why he gave it 3.5
Instead
out
of
of
5.
5 and not is because of this
Because
scene.
of that scene.
That's why it lost that 0.5.
Oh,
Okay.
I mean, I fully agree.
I guess
I
I'm
mean,
the single person in existence who just doesn't
Yes.
care about this part of this specific
You
scene.
and the monkey.
No, the monkey.
Yeah,
the
well,
monkey,
no,
thing
the
as
monkey
well.
definitely
The
did.
monkey was singing along, and that's what
Yeah.
made it so.
Oh,
it
it was
was
weird.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
it's
It
really-
was harmonizing. We've
The
talked
monkey
about
was
that.
harmonizing. We got it.
We talked about the monkey was harmonizing.
Oh, dear.
Actually, the monkey was too busy trying to get some of the cake. I don't know if you saw that. It's in that scene
Yeah,
where
yeah,
the
we
monkey
were trying
tries
to
to
get the
grab
cake.
some of the cake,
That was
which
good.
I thought was great.
Was the harmonizing low? Was the monkey a bass or was the monkey a tenor? Like what
I
kind
think
of monkey
I think it was bass.
It was a bass.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
monkey
pretty
was-
sure it's
the
bass.
monkey
Yeah.
going,
Yeah.
"Happy birthday to
Got
you."
that deep sort of monkey.
Deep
you know.
booming monkey voice.
Yeah. Got a display of dominance with that monkey.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
We've got a contrived scene here as well, where he's like, "Oh, it's getting awfully hot in this room. I'm gonna take off my shirt."
Well, no, it's not a contrived.
Yeah.
He's
It's very
feeling-
contrived.
He's sweating and not feeling so great because he's pregnant. He's feeling these imbalances.
That's
why that's
the excuse the writers
Yeah.
use to put that.
Sure, yeah,
to get
no,
him to take
it's,
off his shirt.
It's still contrived,
Mm.
but there's a reason that they're using why it's contrived.
Sure.
I'm just saying it's not that bad.
But anyway, he takes it off, and Danny DeVito's like, "Hey, there's a bump in your stomach."
Yeah, he takes off
And
his
he goes,
jumper.
"Oh no!"
Yeah.
He takes off his jumper, and while he does that, his stomach is exposed a little bit, and Danny DeVito is just like, big eyes, just stares at it, and he's like, "Uh-oh,
Yep.
he didn't stop taking the drug.
No.
That fetus is becoming a baby."
It's about what 5 months on now, I think.
Yeah.
It's a while.
Something
Or
like
maybe
that, yeah.
4 months.
It's taken him a while to
10
notice.
10 weeks later from the first trimester. So
Yeah.
Oh
that'd be-
yeah, true.
So that'd be that'd be
And
6 months.
Yeah.
presumably, this is the first time Danny DeVito's noticed that he's still prego.
Mm.
Am I pregnant?
Well, maybe-
is Arnie pregnant?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
A pregnant. Maybe it's just because he came over to do the birthday thing, and that's like the only time he's really seen him.
Been around.
Potentially,
True,
Yeah,
that's
I don't know,
possible.
doing
Maybe.
other things,
But,
yeah.
Anyway,
Um,
but Arnie, he moves back in with DeVito.
because DeVito's like,
He's
well,
like,
now
well,
we've got to take care of
We're
it.
in this
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. We're
Uh,
all in this together.
And then it's High School Musical the rest of the
Yeah.
Yes. Arnold Schwarzenegger is actually a basketball star, and Danny DeVito
Oh.
is the lead singer in a musical.
Speaking of High School Musical, this is a tangent, but I'm sure
Oh, gosh.
people listening will
Speaking
be
of High
very
School
interested
Yeah.
In a High School Musical,
in
yes.
this topical reference. Disney Plus came out, and
Uh-huh.
one of their original programs is High School Musical, the series.
I haven't heard of it.
Okay.
No.
I haven't watched it, but I saw the trailer, and it's
Remember, you have to edit this song. I'm just saying.
look, I don't care. This is important. I
Yeah.
know it's on my chest. Because if you haven't heard of it, that's great. I'm going to tell you the premise, and just let me know immediately what you think.
Okay.
And how
Right.
you think the
I'm a big
producers
fan
thought this
of
was a
the
good
first
idea.
movie
I'm ready.
of High School Musical.
I like the first
And
one.
possibly the second
second
one.
one's not
Is the
bad.
second one with the golf course?
Yes.
Okay. Second
Can't
one's
remember
okay.
the third one. I saw
Yeah.
it. Can't remember it.
I can't remember any
The
of
rest
them
of them
really.
don't matter.
But it's set at the school they filmed High School Musical in.
Yeah.
And the drama club is like, hey, isn't it weird that we've never done a stage show of High School Musical at the school High School Musical was filmed at? So the students of the school, they film a documentary of them making a stage show of High School Musical at the school High School Musical was filmed at.
Right.
So is the show itself a documentary of High School
Musical? Is it
Musical?
a High School musical of a High School Musical people doing High School Musical at the place of High School Musical?
Yes.
All of those things. Oh
Yeah,
my.
There's stuff like that.
That sounds
That's
amazing.
I
You mean amazing is what you're trying to say.
amazing was how I was going to finish that sentence. You're right.
Of course.
It sounds like something we've got to do a week by week recap show on.
Next year.
Next year.
Newy but a goodie.
Yeah.
Coming to a cinema near
Oldie
you.
but a high school.
Oldie but a high school but a musical.
Oh.
I don't know.
That's awful.
Emma Thompson comes over to where Arnie is living, and they talk, and he's like, "You find me ugly," and she's like, "No, I don't. I was in love with my cousin for a few years, who is rather portly." First of all, Emma Thompson was in love with her cousin.
I must have missed that line.
What?
It's just,
I must have just
You
missed
don't
that line.
remember that?
they don't address it,
Yeah,
But-
no.
but
Emma Thompson's character is a bit
that's true.
like I can buy it.
Yeah, they make out and stuff, and what a surprise! Who saw that coming? And then Danny's ex comes over.
Yeah, she comes home.
DeVito, the door was unlocked. I'm in your house. Oh, hey, Arnold, what you doing? And then
She pops up. Oh, that's where my contact is. Oh, everything's fine.
Yeah.
we weren't banging. And then she walks to the door, and then they smooch a bit, and then she leaves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she
But she gets her
hooked her bag on the
she
door.
puts
and
her
then-
bag in the door.
It's those little
Classic.
moments with Emma Thompson's character
it's
that I
those
really.
little
Those are little things
Yeah.
that make a difference.
Made me hate her character more. Yes.
Fair enough.
No. She was great.
I do like the scene with Arnie and I forget what Danny DeVito's ex-wife is called.
Danny DeVito's ex-wife.
That's her character's name.
That's the full name.
Yep. Where they're just like talking, and she's like,
Miss DeVito.
Has anyone ever told you that you eat like a pregnant woman?"
Yeah.
He's just eating so much. Yeah.
Because they're both, because they get talking, and then she's like, "Oh, are you cooking?" And he's like, "Yes, I am cooking. Would you like some food?" And then they go and eat, and they're like eating pickles
and
chicken and just
wings
random
and
foods and ice cream
ribs.
all together.
Yeah.
And it's just like, because it's classic pregnant woman
Yeah, exactly,
cravings
exactly.
sort of things.
I mean, you've
And of
never
course-
had pickle and chicken and ice cream before.
I've had pickle and ice cream, but you put the chicken in there, it just ruins.
Oh no,
It depends where you get the
it's a
chicken
good
from.
balancing
What
agent
What
for the
chicken?
I'm going for the frozen Aldi chicken.
No.
eating it frozen too.
Yeah,
That's
No.
hardcore.
Yeah,
That's-
no.
You
That's
put it in
sexy.
the ice
I
cream.
think that's why you're doing it wrong.
It's your problem. This is why you don't like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one. You have to cook the chicken
So,
first.
and
Okay,
you don't
Gordon
cook, you don't
Ramsay.
cook the ice cream. You cook the chicken.
Yeah.
The chicken.
He's cooking the ice
wait.
cream.
Yeah,
and
no,
the
'cause
chicken's
I'm-
frozen.
He's
and
keeping the pickles frozen.
Hold on, no.
He's-
Because chocolate ice cream is meant to be the gravy over your frozen chicken.
Oh, good lord.
Oh my, that's an image.
No. You get a freshly cooked from Coles or Woolies chicken.
Whichever your preference.
For-
Other
after
supermarkets are available.
Or if you're vegan, a vegan chicken will be made
Yes.
available.
Yeah.
Yep. From Hungry Jack's.
But you get it like after 10 o'clock because they're like half price then. You get that. You get some of that discount ice cream at the back of their fridges.
Yum.
And then you just grab pickles because there's always pickles in the cupboard because no one eats pickles. So not a single human. Dogs maybe.
Cats, definitely.
Cats
Really?
definitely.
Monkeys. Nah.
We'll find out.
We'll find out next
Stay
time
tuned.
Yes.
on Junior.
Pregnant monkeys definitely. Because they got those
they got the
cravings.
cravings.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh wow. Well, that was a good tangent. I
That was a
enjoyed
good
that tangent.
Oh yeah, and that's where we get the scene where she experiences some hunger pains, some like
The baby kicks. Yeah.
baby kicks a bit, and
Both their
Arnold's-
babies kick.
And
Yeah,
Arnold
but-
gets the kick in, then
Yeah.
she comes in. She's like, "Why are you staring at his belly? Are you guys a couple or
Oh
something
yeah,
like that?"
no.
And
So
then
he goes out with Danny DeVito, and Danny DeVito examines his belly, and
the guy's kicking in.
yeah, the thing. The Danny DeVito's like, "Oh, look at the baby kid." They're having a moment, and she like walks in, is like, "What the frick is going on?"
Oh no.
I'm not dealing with this, but then they tell her
use
the
some
truth.
sort of
Yeah.
couple or something, and they're like, "No, we just got a man pregnant," and then she faints because she sees the belly
Yep.
and she's like, That
Yep.
is a pregnant man.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is a bit concerning, her falling over. Like, she's pregnant.
Was there a couch behind? No, there wasn't. It was straight
No,
on the floor,
it
wasn't
was
it?
straight on
the floor. You hear the thud.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good.
No, not good.
That honestly took me out of the movie.
Yeah, I know.
I just stopped believing it.
I left.
at the point.
I was hoping.
left the cinema.
You left.
I was hoping
You left the
movie
room
would
where
then
it was
take
showing
me
and
back.
didn't enter the room until it was over.
Yeah, exactly.
Till you came in on Arnold Schwarzenegger in the home with all the other. Sorry.
Honestly, you could watch just that bit,
Oh,
and
it was great.
the movie would still hold.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. They also reveal to Thompson that it was her egg all along because DeVito tells Arnie,
yeah.
and then Arnie's like, "Well, I gotta go and tell
Yes,
Thompson."
because Arnold goes on a date with her.
Yes.
With the lobster. That's with the lobster claw.
That's where the lobster claw. A key part
Key
of this
plot
film.
point.
Yep.
She reveals that she froze one of her eggs.
Yes.
And
And
labeled
called
it
it-
Junior. And he's like, wait a minute, Junior. Oh my god, they have to leave. And then he confronts Danny DeVito, and Danny DeVito's like, yeah, one of the eggs was labeled Junior, and I took it. All right, are you happy I took the eggs? And he's like, it's her egg. Oh my god, I thought you got an anonymous one. Now the lady that I am dating is also the mother of the baby that I am carrying. What a crazy coincidence of
What a twist.
circumstances
What a
that has led to
twist.
this point.
Yep.
This movie is insane. It's so hard to follow the plot lines at this point. I don't understand what's going on. This movie is just going. I thought it reached 11 already, but it just keeps going.
It went to 12.
Yeah, and then he goes and tells Thompson, and she's like, "How dare you do any of this? This is invasion of privacy and blah blah blah." But
And in that moment,
yeah,
who turns up?
Bane,
Yeah.
the real Bane of the movie.
Oh yes.
Obviously.
You thought you were born in the pregnancy. No. I was born in the pregnancy. What?
You think you were born pregnant? I was born
born
pregnant as well.
You merely adopted the pregnancy. I was born it, molded by it. Was he not born pregnant? Like,
I didn't see the light of the womb until I was a man.
no, he didn't see the light of day until after 9 months of being a baby in a womb.
That's the film we needed to be made. That's the Bane we needed in this film.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
I do have some of his I do have some of his actual quotes here.
It went round.
Oh, let me shake hands with the man who would be mom. Is an actual quote that he says.
he does say that.
Yeah.
And then it's like...
And then it's you and your baby
I know, university property.
now.
Yes.
And
That's how universities work. We just...
he got pregnant off stuff they made at the university, so he now
You
belongs
belong
to
to-
the
The
university.
slave trade has begun again. You
Yes.
belong to us.
And then Arnie
My
says,
body, my...
My choice. He actually says that.
Which is
Oh,
great.
he
my
actually
God.
says,
My
"No, I'm
body, my choice.
I lost it at that point. I
Yeah.
was a puddle on the floor.
not."
Yeah, it's great quote.
That's
I
ridiculous.
want my baby. What great quote.
Oh, and then he escapes. He escapes the
Yes,
university.
He does.
People.
Yeah, I
He
wish-
like throws Bane over like...
Yeah, no.
into the-
I wish they'd like focus on that more because like mums get these surges of hormones and adrenaline and stuff,
true.
so they actually
Yeah.
do that. I was really hoping they would do a focus where it's like it's
like throws both the...
yeah, no, like
Yeah.
it's regular like pregnant mum strength. But it's Arnold Schwarzenegger with that.
Oh,
so
so
he
it's
just
such a
becomes
missed
sick-
opportunity.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity where he like throws a crate or something and like that weighed like 700 pounds or something.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Don't. Yeah, and one of them goes like, "Yeah, he's a pregnant mum. You don't get in the way of Mama Bear, you know,
Yeah,
something
could
like
work.
that, you know."
Yeah.
But they didn't do that. I was very disappointed. Missed opportunity.
Definitely missed.
Definitely a thing that has to happen in the sequels. I'm feeling.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juniors.
Oh,
Yeah.
Juniors.
This time it's twins.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
That was-
that's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. So they go to this health resort. DeVito, he drops Arnie off there.
Yeah.
At this point, Arnie has to disguise himself.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got to dress up because they're going to a place that cares for pregnant women.
Yeah.
So he can't come as a pregnant man. That's ridiculous.
No, I mean, imagine making a movie about that.
Yeah. So he dresses up as the wife of Danny DeVito,
Yeah.
and we see the wife Arnold Schwarzenegger and husband Danny DeVito go to a pregnant care center.
Yep.
And they're a bit hesitant at first, but they explain that Arnold was a women's Olympic sports team
Eastern Russia.
Yeah. And they had
hormone
drugs.
You missed that?
I think I missed this.
Yeah,
Wait,
like the anabolic steroid use of the Eastern.
This is a part of the film. And they go...
Steroid team. The steroid team. Olympic team.
Yeah, the Olympic team, they force them to take these drugs, not telling them that the side effects, that they would make them more muscular and, like, man-like. And she's very upset about that. Miss Arnold Schwarzenegger is very upset about all of this. And the woman goes, "Oh, it's okay. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. Come on. You're a beautiful lady. Of course we'll take care of you and all that."
Which was quite nice, I thought.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't... Like, I thought they didn't take the piss too much. Like, they
Yeah,
played
no,
it
no.
quite...
It was very
Which,
funny.
for 90s, was...
For 90s, I mean, we've done Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Like,
it's
they
very
played
funny.
it like Arnold was a woman in these scenes. And it was, like, done well.
He did, like,
was
change his
beautiful.
voice a little bit. But aside from that, it was pretty...
I thought, I thought it was great. The bit where Arnold leaves because he's struggling with pregnancy pains, they do the trying to like
That
make
was
them
good.
remember because they're part of this care center and they think it's a woman going on. I thought it was very well done.
Yeah.
So we see scenes of Arnold Schwarzenegger doing
Frolicking.
frolicking with these other women, doing exercises like swaying the hips, keeping limber. and
Best
stuff.
part of the movie.
Oh my
It was
god,
good.
it's
It was
so
good.
good. Just
Good
imagining
montage.
the actor Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is the actor Arnold Schwarzenegger doing these things and just like thinking not only within the movie but looking at it on an outside perspective of what's actually happening in real life. Is that the actor Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator, is currently playing a pregnant man who is dressed up as a woman at a pregnancy center doing these pregnancy exercises.
Yeah.
But he fully commits at that point.
He's really good.
I think that's probably why he got
just-
the Golden Globe.
Oh, yeah.
At that moment, I thought of him in the latest Terminator movie. I wonder if he thinks back to these movies while
God.
he's doing this.
Those are the days.
Yeah. While
I
he's
haven't seen
playing
the
this
newest
other-
Terminator. Was it any good?
I didn't
It's
like it.
way better than Genesis.
That's not
for
saying
sure.
much. It's the
That's
third best Terminator film, but that's not
That's
saying
saying
anything.
that's saying very little.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
thought it was
Terminator
alright.
2. I
Yeah.
reckon. Like,
Terminator
for
2
those
is the-
listening,
I put the first
my
one
hand-
on top. I put
Oh,
the
you
first
put
one
the first
on
one
top,
on top?
personally,
I
but
put
yeah.
the second one on top as well.
Second one
But
on
most
top.
people do
Just-
second.
Just because I actually saw the second one first.
Oh.
Because I think
Oh,
that was-
I did as well.
Yeah.
I did.
Like my dad thinks the second one was the best one, so he showed me that one first. I think I saw the first one, but I don't actually remember very much of it. But yeah,
worth
like,
a rewatch.
It's pretty.
yeah.
It's pretty simple.
I need to rewatch them.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah.
got the best. It's probably the best action sequences of this
Of the
series.
franchise.
So apart from this part needing to be cut out, and Sandra needs to do some quick editing,
Nah,
I'll
it's
just
fine,
say-
I'll leave it in.
I'll just say that the latest movie is okay, and there's some funny moments. I like
Yes.
Sarah Connor, the
Yeah,
lady who
mostly.
played Sarah Connor
in the original.
in
Comes
the
back.
original Coming Back.
She's good.
Like she's good. Some of her lines seem a little bit forced at times. But most of the time she's quite good as this lady who doesn't
the writing?
give a crap.
The writing is not very good. Yeah.
No,
The
it's
dialogue
not.
in general.
I
But Arnold
don't-
is fantastic.
Arnold's
Really?
amazing in this
Yeah.
movie. He's great, and
the human Terminator hybrid is fantastic as well. It's I forget what her name is, but one of the new characters. She's really good.
Oh, I think I know who you mean. Yeah.
the latest one, best one out of the sequels that they've
Sure.
done.
Aside from
sure.
Sarah Chronicles, that was great. I'd say that's better than the.
Yeah.
Oh, the TV show.
The
I
TV show.
I used to enjoy
haven't
that back
seen
in
the
the day.
TV show, so I wouldn't know.
It ends on a cliffhanger, so it's not really worth going back to, in my opinion,
okay.
because you're like it all just leads up to nothing.
That's
But
kinda sad.
as a
It
show,
ended on a
it's really good.
cliffhanger, that's
Yeah, well, like it got cancelled, and they were like, we're gonna make more. It's like a
Yeah,
Firefly
was bad.
situation, but they never got a chance to finish it. Edit point, cool.
yes. I was waiting for that.
That was a tangent.
So then Emma Thompson, she shows up at the retreat and is like, hey, so look, I've gotten over it.
Yeah.
I don't really care anymore. How about we
go
go to your
bang.
room?
We go bang. That's it.
I
That's
think it's like 9 months pregnant
Yeah.
or something at this point.
I just thought about the logistics of it. I was just like, how's
Yes.
that going to work?
Yes. Yeah, look.
But
I
the
mean,
belly's
it'd be-
quite...
It's
Yeah.
quite large at this point, and it'd be strenuous. I feel like it's not the best time.
No.
For this sort of
She's
thing.
quite insistent. She's like,
Yeah.
you can't have my kid.
Yeah,
She's
I
like,
mean-
we haven't had sex.
Yeah.
does
No,
say that.
it's
Yeah.
I guess it's just a like. It's like reverse Catholic. Oh man, it's
But
just
you
a,
know,
like.
she was in love with her cousin for many years.
Look,
so
this is it's a weird.
so it makes
Her
sense.
character's
Like reverse
already
Catholic.
questionable. Some of the best acting of the film, though, by Emma Thompson, is in this sequence.
Yeah,
though.
yeah. It's,
Like,
it's
just
pretty
the-
great.
Oh yeah.
I was just watching it, and I was just,
definitely.
I was
I
just
love the
raving. I was just going,
Yeah.
oh my god,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is
Yeah,
is
it's good
incredible.
stuff.
Yeah.
And that belly that he has lying on the bed there.
No,
is just
not a fan of that. Look,
This giant swollen belly.
it is hard to get
It's
bellies
getting-
right though.
Yeah, on a
film.
dude.
And is it?
Yeah.
Just in general, I usually am like.
It's
"Oh,
only for like a minute that it's at.
Yeah,
Less
yeah,
than
exactly.
a minute. But it's
Anyway.
like this giant swollen belly.
Mm-hmm.
Fit it like a basketball in there.
Yes. Or a baby. The next.
The baby is coming for both Arnie and DeVito's ex-wife.
Yes.
So DeVito and Thompson, they rush him out. They
He has-
try to get into the university.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as they're shoving him into a car, she's like, "This is my baby, all right?" And DeVito's like, "I put it in there just because it's your egg that we shoved into a dude doesn't make you the mum." It's such
Innuendo.
cluster truck of a relationship.
Dear me, that
Oh,
was...
it's good.
At the same time, Bane has found out that Arnie's coming with the baby.
Yeah, and
Yes.
called all the press.
Yeah.
to
So
come
he's
to the
called all the
university.
press, but the bad guy's gonna get his comeuppance. Just you
Yeah,
wait.
because DeVito rocks up in his car and he opens up the passenger side door
And who's inside?
It's his ex-wife.
Whoa, not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No,
And
no.
so the press are like, "This isn't a pregnant man. This is
a pregnant woman.
woman. You lied to us." And then the guy gets fired. And-
That was the most 90s moment of the film.
yeah. No, it's just like, we had to fire the bad guy at the end because he has to get his comeuppance or whatever.
Yeah. This was marketed to a pretty young audience as well, so
Oh,
it makes
yeah,
sense
for
that they were
sure.
like, you know, it's
okay.
gonna
Well, yeah.
dear me. But Arnie and Thompson, they sneak in through the back.
Yes.
Like
And-
climb the fire escape or something? Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
they
real
make pregnant
smart.
Arnie climb
Climb,
the fire.
and she's like behind him, like pushing up on his
Now
back.
think of the roles in reverse. If this was a pregnant woman being forced to climb a fire escape, I'm just saying,
That'd be
like
hard.
far out.
Yeah.
That's very
Yeah,
strenuous,
but it's
especially
Arnold.
on the
Who
baby.
cares?
Yeah. Think about Arnie.
Oh, dear. So he gets prepped for a C-section.
Why didn't they do a live birth? Oh wait, because he doesn't. That would be painful.
Comes out through the urethra.
Oh yes, I said that would be painful to avoid saying that statement.
I said it
Nick.
explicitly. It's on the air.
You went there. You said it.
And you use the medical term, so we don't have to put the explicit tag on the episode.
Nice.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the waiting room, it's funny because it's the woman in the waiting room waiting for the man to come out. Ha ha! Funny role reversal. Except also, Danny DeVito's ex-wife is now getting contractions.
She's getting contractions,
getting
and now Emma Thompson has to come to the rescue there.
Yeah, we get
Yes.
a classic joke where she's like, "Ew!"
Yes.
And I'm like, "Yep, cool, it's the 90s."
Yep. Then
So 90s.
That's happened like every
Danny
fourth film we've done.
DeVito
Really?
gets the C-section done. It's very a key point. I don't know if you guys noticed that they don't show
They
the
show
belly
nothing. Yeah.
being cut open or the baby in that scene.
So
they
it
don't
would make
have to
no
film that.
sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, they just show Danny DeVito's face, Arnold Schwarzenegger's
Yeah.
face, Danny DeVito's face, Arnold Schwarzenegger's face,
The
baby.
doctor's mask.
yes,
Arnold's face.
Science,
Yeah, it's
science.
just that.
and
That's
then
right.
just like baby sounds in the background.
Yep.
Then Danny DeVito comes out. It's a girl, yay!
Yay.
And then it's like, oh, my ex-wife is having contractions. Oh, better save her.
And she
Then
gives
she
birth.
has the baby,
It's
and
like-
Danny DeVito's like, "Can I get back together with you?" And she's like, "Sure." And then he's like, I'm your dad now.
Yep.
Aww.
And then it jumps
yeah.
to a year in the future. They're celebrating Jake and Junior's first birthday.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
This is my favourite scene of the movie.
It was quite nice. It was quite sweet.
Where they're having, because they have the birthday on the same day.
Yes.
Which we just saw.
and Emma Thompson is
Oh,
pregnant.
and then they're like, you should get a baby,
Yeah,
a sibling for
Jake.
the baby.
Yeah,
and
for Jake.
Danny DeVito's ex-wife is like, oh, I don't
can't
know if
do
I
it.
could do that again. And then Arnold is like, well, you don't have to be the one to do it. And then they all look at each other, and then they all look
turn
at
to Danny
DeVito.
DeVito.
And DeVito's like, oh no! Oh no.
Classic.
And
then
that's how it ends.
it ends.
Exactly how I wanted it to end.
Yeah, though there was no other way to end it, really.
Yeah. That's the one.
And that's Junior.
Yeah.
So now we got to rate it an oldie or a goodie. I don't know.
You liked this film. You thought it was enjoyable.
By the end, I was on board. By
yeah.
the first 40 minutes
the
to
way
an
I rate
hour,
this
I
is-
was not on board.
would you recommend this to?
Oh, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
If I wanted to keep that friend, I mean, if I wanted to get rid of a friend, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then it sounds probably like
I
you
think it's
rated an oldie.
I think I would rate it an oldie then, yeah.
But
yeah.
maybe I
possibly-
would recommend it. It's a bit of a gag.
yeah. You might
Yeah.
drunk with friends, possibly.
For drunk friends.
But it's not. It's not bad enough to be
That's the
it's
problem.
super enjoyable
Well,
like that.
I don't know.
It has-
Like, it's not like a riffy movie.
Yeah.
You can't, like, make fun of it while watching with friends, I don't think.
I don't know. You could riff a lot, like that baby,
The baby face.
the baby face
Well,
with
yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
With those scenes, you're right. But
and like
as a whole,
pregnant Arnold. Yeah.
it's also 110 minutes long, which is quite long.
It
It's
is
quite
a
a
film
long.
of
It's a
this.
hefty
Yeah,
unit.
Yeah.
you put it on like 1.25 speed, while
Yes.
and in the background, while you're
While
all
you're-
drinking at a party or something, and
Yeah.
then people could just look at the screen and go like, "What the frick is going on in this scene?"
And he's
Haha,
pregnant.
that's funny.
And then get back to it. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Would I recommend it? Maybe is my answer. I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's one of those.
It's a meme.
in-betweens.
It's
Yeah.
it's more a meme than a film, but it also has too much tenderness.
Yeah.
I think in certain moments,
Yeah.
like it commits to the nice moments too much for the whole film to be a meme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
So it's not.
It is true.
Yeah, so it's like I wouldn't recommend it because it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I would agree. Outside of the concepts and some good performances, it's a bit of a nothing. It's a bit of a nothing film.
Oldie doesn't mean it's bad.
Oldie doesn't mean
just
it's
an
bad. It just
old
means
film.
It's an oldie. It's
Yeah.
in that case, it's an oldie.
I would give it an oldie as well. Yeah.
Oldies.
I'm going to give this a special award only for this film called the Pregnant Dad Award.
All right.
Pregnant Dad Award.
Because we do have the
it's-
Dead Dad Award, which is the best of the best.
Which the Lion King got.
Yeah, named
because
after Lion King.
Dead Dad in that film.
True.
And then
Yeah.
any other film. What other films?
Shawshank, Pulp Fiction also got it.
Great films. So they got the Dead Dad Award. This film, not a great film.
No.
But only film where I can say the Pregnant Dad Award. So I'm going to give that as not a good film, but one I will watch again at some point, definitely. I can guarantee.
Oh, great.
It's like a little baby in my mind, and one day it will grow up to the place where I'm like, man, I don't remember how bad that or good that film was. I'm going to watch that while slightly tipsy.
Sure. Okay, yeah, good fun. All right, there we go. So, 2 oldies and a Pregnant Dad Award
That's
Oldies
the
and
one.
Pregnant Dad
is
Award.
our rating for
Yes.
Junior. Now, there weren't any sequels for this film, but we do have to pitch one of our own
Yes.
sequels.
So you have a great name for your
I got a
one.
couple. I've been coming up with them.
All
Would
right,
you
all right.
come up with more great
I've
names?
got so many.
All right,
Okay.
well, hit us with one.
Juniors.
Yeah.
This time it's twins.
Oh, yeah.
Juniors, this time it's twins. It's good.
Yeah, that's the
good.
full title. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
like
That's
it.
good.
You got Senior,
Yep.
Yeah, Senior was my favorite one.
which is like Arnold Schwarzenegger as an older man. Same deal maybe.
yeah,
She,
yeah.
she just gets pregnant.
He just
with
gets
a
pregnant again.
And the kid is already 10.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
It's an
a-
older child. Senior.
He's got to give birth to a 10-year-old.
I feel like the mum's died.
Okay.
She's died. Kill
Kill off Emma
Arnold's...
Thompson.
Yeah, I know.
Dark take.
Yeah, I know. But it's because they're very old, and Arnold Schwarzenegger's quite old, and his daughter is now pregnant. And so he has to help her with the pregnancy.
And she doesn't know that
She
he
doesn't
did this
know.
once.
Yes.
Oh, that's classic. That would work.
Yeah.
100%.
It's
Okay.
like, how do you know all these things, Dad? no reason.
That's
I'm a
cool.
scientist.
I like that.
Yeah,
I do
yeah,
like
That
that.
could work.
Yeah, that's
But it's not my sequel. But yeah,
right.
just an idea throwing.
I wanted a crossover with twins in some way, but I'm not sure how.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito has twins, and those twins turn out to be
that's-
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito from Twins.
Hey, well, yeah, no.
Oh,
Well,
gosh.
Here's the thing.
Movieception.
My sequel was called Danny DeVito.
No.
Yes.
That's very on the nose.
Yes, and so is the rest of the film.
The entire film is filmed on the nose.
Yes, no,
Danny DeVito's nose. That's
Yeah.
why.
is pregnant. So it leads off from the other film where she wants to have a sister or a brother or whatever for Jake or whatever it is. And so after eventual persuading, Danny DeVito does in fact get pregnant.
Yep.
And we follow Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to help Danny DeVito out with the pregnancy while the other women are busy. Arnold, he's like got full knitted sweaters and other things ready for the new baby.
Yeah,
He's
okay.
got like full like motherly instincts. And he's helping Danny DeVito with this pregnancy, guiding him through his first pregnancy.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a very touching, stupid movie. And they also have to avoid the insane Dr. Bane, who was sent to an asylum after continuously claiming that a man had gotten pregnant. And now has busted out the insane asylum to prove that he is not insane.
This is sounding like Terminator 2.
Yes.
It'll be
Yes, it's
Junior Rated 2.
Yeah.
Daddy DeVito.
Birthday.
Just birthday.
Daddy DeVito.
Birthday.
Birthday.
That's good. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That is our sequels.
Yeah.
Now, Zach.
It's time for the
now.
best part that you've all been waiting for. The only part that anybody actually listens
It's
to.
the whole reason
Really?
that you sat through an
Yeah.
hour to get to this point.
Yes.
And you're like, yes.
Raving reviews. The
The
part of the show where I go to the best place for reviews, Rotten Tomatoes, the only place where I can be bothered getting reviews. And getting it not from the corporate shills that we know as the professional reviewers. Because they've been bought out by the companies that just they're shills. They don't know nothing. We need to go to the true voice of the people. The voice of the people.
Because they always get it right.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's two people on the show. So we will be taking scores about who gets this right.
Oh,
The
it's a
way-
competition.
The way you get the score is I'm going to tell you the quote, and you have to guess what they scored out of 5.
Here we go.
The first review is from Dylan.
Ooh.
Dylan.
Seriously, who would pay to see this garbage? The poster is better than the movie. What did we rate this one?
I mean, that's a 0.5. I reckon. I'm
0.5
going to go 0.5.
from Nick.
I'm
What do
gonna
you
go
think?
1. I'm gonna go 1.
You're gonna go
A
1.
0.5, an extra 0.5 purely for the poster.
That's very insightful of you. Unfortunately, he thought this movie was just garbage and gave it a 0.5.
Nick gets it.
So that's a point for Nick. I
Cool.
thought that was an easy one, Sandro. Maybe
Well,
you could
'cause, you
try
know,
it
The poster
better.
threw you
The
off.
poster's good.
Yeah,
It is a good poster.
It is a great poster. Okay. So, Christopher, if this is a comedy, it's not funny. If this is a drama, it's boring and uninteresting.
Sure.
I reckon it's above 0.5 now.
Yeah.
I reckon it's somewhere between 1 and 3.
Yeah, I'd go for that. 1 and 2.5.
So what are we thinking?
I'm gonna go.
Clock's ticking.
I'm gonna go 1.5.
1.5.
I was thinking 1.5 as well.
You-
Maybe I'll go
also-
2.
2, just give
I'll
it
go
interesting.
2. Just keep it
Should have
different.
gone with the 1.5.
Oh.
It was exactly 1.5. Nick, a god at this game
Oh,
so far.
I'm doing well.
You should have just kept with it.
Yeah.
You can go the same score.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
very
We
We
valid
can both
strat.
be
I
right.
know. Sure.
Yeah. Come on. Jake number 1 says, his name isn't Jake number 1, but he's the first Jake of the
There's multiple Jakes. Okay,
there
I'm
is
with
in
you.
fact multiple
Alright.
Jakes. Arnie as a baby and a woman? Those are some of the scariest things I've ever seen.
Wow.
What do you think Jake reviewed this?
Wow. Okay.
True facts from the layman's word.
This is someone who rates in extremes, I think.
I'm gonna go.
Someone who's there for the jokes and not necessarily the rating.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 2.5.
See, it gets harder as we go.
2.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 2.5.
I'll go 2.
2. Neither of you are right. It's a 1 out of 5.
No, that was
Jake
my
did
first
not-
instinct. I should have
Yeah,
gone
you
with it.
should have gone with your first instinct. It's
These
been
are-
right so far.
These are some low ones.
Yeah. All right, Muhammad. He says it's a good movie to watch.
That's a
Thanks.
Thanks, Muhammad. What a great review. What do you think?
that's a 3. Surely that's a 3.
Ooh,
This is a good movie to watch. Yeah, I think I'll go 3 as
3?
well.
Yeah,
I can't
3.
really think of any way to.
I should have
mix
gone
it
a
up.
5 increment down as it was a 2.5.
2.5.
Sandra, if you had just gone with your going different
Yeah. Wow, well.
from Nick, you just would have done.
There's no winning strategy, I think.
Yeah, not in this game. Jake number 2. This
Yep,
is
the second Jake.
His
Alright,
name
come on,
isn't
Jake.
Jake number 2.
I believe in you.
He says, Arnold, you owe an apology for this one. What do you think this Jake rated this out of 5?
Apology.
I'm gonna go 1.
That's funny. It was 0.5.
It was in fact a 1.
Oh,
Hey!
The second Jake also rated this a 1 out of 5.
Victory is sweet.
Yeah. Sandro, it's not looking too good for you.
No.
You need to. There's a
I
few
need
more left. You
3
need to get
solid
some
wins.
more points. Yeah. You don't have too many left. So, Muffin
Nothing.
says,
Yum.
I own this on DVD.
Why?
In a 3 movie pack.
I question the judgment.
Along with Twins
Yep.
Kindergarten Cop.
and Kindergarten
Yeah.
Cop.
Makes sense.
That's it. What do you think they
That's the review.
That's the review. That's not a review. That's not. That's a conversation. That's hey
What
mate.
do you think they rated this?
They have the triple box set. They're a
Yeah.
fan.
Yes.
They're a fan.
Oh, but did they just buy it?
Oh, and they
Twins and
incidentally
Kindergarten
got.
Cop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 3.5. I'm feeling. I'm positive vibes.
I'm
on
going
this one.
3. I'm
Going
going
3?
3.
Sandro wins this
Hey!
one with a 3. Hey, Sandro's on the board, ladies
I'm
and gentlemen.
on the
He's
board.
coming back. I feel the comeback coming. Nick, you're gonna have to.
It's
You're gonna have to
pull
lock
a
on.
fast one.
Right, you gotta connect with Jessica.
All right.
Jessica says seeing Arnold pregnant is actually interesting.
3.5 again.
I'm kind of feeling 3.5 as well for
3.5?
this one.
All right, you're both going 3.5.
Lock it in.
Yeah.
It was actually 3 again.
Ooh.
No, if you'd just done it again, Sandro, could have got that extra point.
Damn. All right.
Ooh, you were very close, both of you. All right.
I'm 0.5 off.
So, Mr. Andrews
No,
says, Happy Mother's Day, Arnold.
that's not a.
He posted this 2 days before Mother's Day.
This one's 3.5. I'm gonna be right eventually. This one's the 3.5.
This one's a 4.
It was in fact a 4! Sandro gets it again! The comeback is real. What are the scores so far?
I'm on 2. Nick's on 3.
And finally, for the final one, Sandro needs this one for
That's
the
high.
tie.
The
Yeah.
tie.
Nick says,
Ooh.
Yeah. Me last night.
yeah, Jesus Christ. Whoever came
Sounds like me. So far.
Whoever came up with this needs to be given a medal and then beat in the nuts with the medal.
I wish I wrote that.
That's good. That's very good.
beat in the nuts with the
with the
I'm going 2 for me.
0.5 I'm going.
You going
I'm lowest. This is-
0.5?
I mean, beating the nuts with a medal.
Yeah.
That's some painful.
Sandro
No.
was the closest with 2. It was 2.5.
Right in the middle.
Right in the middle, because
How
they
about that?
liked it, given a medal, but didn't like it, beat them in the nuts with the medal.
That's good reasoning.
You're right.
I could have
Yeah,
done that.
see? Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You had the reasoning line. You were like,
I was just like-
they liked and disliked it. It was
But
right in
getting
the
beat
middle.
in the nuts with a medal.
So there you go.
It's pretty soft.
That's yeah.
That's probably what you would have given it, right? A 2.5?
me. Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Should have thought of it that way.
Should have
it
used
was
my
you
own,
from the future.
my lived
writing-
experience.
Yeah. So there you go.
Well, there we go. You win with 3 points. I
Well
got 2
done,
points.
well done,
Very
Nick.
good. A good
I
round.
came to conquer.
So far, I think Sandro has lost every...
Did I lose with Ben?
Yes, I think Ben won.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. If not, we'll just say that he did.
Yep.
So yes, so far Sandro is 0, guest 2.
That's right.
Jeez.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Well
Well
done.
done.
Shake your hands. Shake your hands. Good game.
And that's where we will leave the episode.
It's been an honor being here. Thank you very much.
No worries.
No worries.
Her hour upon the stage,
Absolutely.
Wednesday to Saturday, Butterfly Club.
Come see it. It's
This
going to
week.
be fantastic.
Yes.
What time?
There'll be links.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. There you go.
So not a.m. That's a bit
Okay,
early.
yeah,
to
yeah,
me.
that's a bit early.
7 p.m. There we
7
go.
I
p.m.
haven't consumed my 3rd coffee by then, so you know it's a
No,
bit early.
Yeah, there will be a link to tickets in the description.
absolutely. You can look up Her Hour Upon the Stage, and Shakespearean Jeans is on
yes.
is on Instagram and Facebook, and you can see all the details there.
But
Also, our things.
yes.
We do a podcast called Oldie but a Goodie.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds
it's
fantastic.
a show where we review movies from 90... we also have a Facebook for it.
Facebook.
And
There's an email. There is YouTube. Also, our own socials. You can follow Zach on Instagram, and if it gets 1,000 followers, he will start using it more often.
Yes, I will. Look, if I get 1,000 followers, I will use it every week. I guarantee you, because
Wow.
I'm like, oh, people are interested
People
in my
wanna-
existence. I guess I'll give them some selfies or some crap.
Yep.
Arnold
The
Schwarzenegger's
Arnold Schwarzenegger
face
baby face.
photoshopped onto a different baby each week.
No, that's even better.
Different movie babies.
Yes.
With Harley's face. Perfect. But links to everything that we just mentioned are in the description. Zach, you got to pick what we're doing next week.
Right. What
And by next week, we mean Friday.
Yes.
Because this
'Cause
episode's late.
Yes.
Whoops.
Whoops. I blame the
Is that
fact that I was super busy and couldn't make it, and therefore you had to cancel with the guest and
That did happen.
What? What do
That
you mean?
did happen.
That was
What?
my hypothetical
That doesn't sound
situation.
like something that happened.
Yeah.
That definitely
Whoops.
didn't happen.
It's almost
Will it
like
happen
it's
again?
the week of December, and
Whoops.
things get hectic.
It's almost like we're going to be banking them again soon.
Yeah. What? But these aren't live, Sandro?
What? You aren't listening to this as we're here in
Yeah,
the,
if you're
the
listening
kitchen.
to this right now, we are talking as we speak. This
Yes.
is live broadcast every time you listen to it.
If you're listening to this live, you're in the other room, and in which case, hi, how you going?
Yeah.
We're almost
Just
done.
get out of my house.
What are you doing here?
You burst through the window. We got to get to the chopper.
Your choices for next week, Zach, you got 3.
Yep.
We got a film called Cobb. It's a biopic or a biopic, whichever you prefer, about a baseball player called Ty Cobbs, played by Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, wow.
I'd like to agree with Nick here on that yawn he just did during that statement.
Yeah. Look. It is...
We've done baseball.
We've done baseball.
And
We haven't
that
done a
sounds-
biopic in a while. Actually, I don't think we have
I don't
done.
think we've done a biopic,
No.
but that sounds worse.
Right.
As a baseball theme. I liked the baseball when it's like a little leagues or something, and you gotta you follow them get into the big time.
Not so much when it's, older. Okay, cool. Well, your other choice is Tom and Liv, period drama about T.S. Eliot and his first wife.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
I think it's like a romantic
Okay.
period drama. And your third and final choice is Trapped in Paradise. It's a crime film.
Okay.
It's also a Christmas film
Ah.
about robbing a bank.
Well, Christmas films would be on theme for what we're doing.
Who's in it? We got the guy who played the kid who kept saying "Daddy" in The Road to Wellville. He's in it.
I mean,
Yeah, he's in it.
we could
He's in it.
see what he's like.
I mean, he's
in this
from
one.
Wayne's World as well. He's a good actor.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Okay.
and Nicolas Cage.
What? Nicholas Cage? You mentioned this now.
Literally never heard of him.
So Nicolas Cage has been on 1 or 2 or 3,000 different movies.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Sounds like the most interesting. Plus, it's Nicolas Cage.
It's Nicolas Cage. It's Dana Carvey. I mean, come on.
Yeah. You
Come
gotta.
on.
You gotta.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
John Lovitz.
I don't even want to look at that Rotten Tomato score. We will do that next
Oh,
week.
sounds like it's a good one next week.
Is it below 11? Probably.
Oh.
We'll do that next.
Spoilers.
By next
Jeez.
week, of course, we mean Friday. Probably. We end with our favorite quote.
Oh, here we go.
Nick, do you have a favorite quote, or shall I say my one?
Oh, I really like just the classic Arnie line.
Yep.
You know, just something you'd hear him say in every action movie,
Yep.
which is, "My body, my choice."
Yes. My body, my choice.
That's very good.
And then he storms through the building, throwing guards aside.
Oh, literally.
They're trying to grab an arm, but he's just launching people to the side. He's smashing through walls.
That's what happens.
But that's his choice.
It is just well, it isn't it? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
My favorite quote is one that was actually the original tagline that was going to be on the poster.
Really?
I'm not sure if you knew this. Yeah, it was going to be Junior, and then it's like small white font.
Yeah. It says...
Under it would say strong swimmers, big load, way to go.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And my one from the iconic scene, we can all agree the best scene of this movie, the quote, "Mama! Mama! Feed me your man milk, mama."
Yeah, bye. Goodbye. We're done.
You're welcome for that image.
Very well.
But baby Arnold going, "Mama,
yeah.
mama, I need the mama."
That's a better way to end it.
You know what killed the dinosaurs?
Arnold.
The Ice Age!